I do have the 2 Chocobos that I am looking for. I got Boko down here, and I have Coco up here. In order to get that done, it can be quite worrisome. The way that the random number generator works is a little weird. And I don't really have time to go over that. Hey, do you know what a Chocobo Sage is? We need to talk to Cole here. What? You've actually met him? Wow, what did he tell you? Not too much. Ah, that's amazing. Let me take some notes. Hey, no, I want to talk to you. What? Tell me about your Chocobo inspection. You're telling me that story? I'll tell you about each Chocobo's abilities. From what I see, the fastest sprinter is... I think it's Boko. And the fastest one is... That's Boko. Also, from what I can tell, the one with the most stamina is... Coco. So Coco is in it for the long haul, but the fastest one would be Boko. Finally, the most intelligent one is... Boko. Boko, my man, you're outdoing your wife. So, what I want to do is I want to talk to Billy now, and this is what I did just real briefly in order to get the random number generator to change. You have to do something with the Chocobos in order for it to change. It's weird. So I fed him 1 Silka Screen, which is probably why he's ahead in most categories. But we're going to give him some more Silka Screens. Which Chocobo are you going to feed it to? We're going to feed it to Boko because he's the better Chocobo at this point. So let's give him another... Do I want to go all out? I think I want to. Let's give him 9 more for a total of 10. Yeah, let's give him those. Speed plus, stamina plus, intelligence plus. They're getting along better. And as a result, he's a little bit faster. What's the point of making him faster? Does that help you on the world map? Not really. But now it's time to go back to the gold saucer. Back in the gold saucer, we're back in the Chocobo Square. It's gonna be so much fun. Let's talk to Esther again. Hey, long time no see. How have you been? There's a lot going on in the world outside. It's got a little lonely around here, but you can't keep a jockey from doing what he loves. How about it? You want to ride again? You have your own Chocobo, right? Let me register. Which one? Boko. I'll register the C rank Chocobo. You might remember that it said C rank. That is for the Chocobo racing, of course. Yeah, let's do it. Which do you want, the long course or the short course? Is this even really a question? Actually, I'll probably do one of each just to show it off. Yeah, but the jockeys can't buy tickets. If you win, you'll get an item ticket, so do your best. Remember that there is kind of a cheat to this. We're number 1. We're up against some blah opponents. They're not really that special. As you can see, I need some money. I could win myself an Antarctic win or a hyper or a Phoenix down. I don't really care about any of those. Let's just go ahead and go. All right, we're gonna go with manual. Just constantly going faster. Now, from time to time, you will get a Chocobo that doesn't want to listen to you. It shouldn't be too big of an issue, though. Usually, as long as you hold down the 2R buttons and hold on to the speed up, it should be fine. It should just work out for the best. Is this what we saw before? Did we see the long course before? As you can see, I am smoking the competition with my great Chocobo, Boko. Just keep going. Just keep going. Oh my god, this is not even that fair. Now it looks like this is actually the one that we did before. So it looks like the course actually gets longer from there. Can I just go ahead and cancel out of this? I have to wait for number 2 to cross. This is probably the worst part about Chocobo racing, is just hanging around here waiting for people to finish. But I am doing this to prove a point. I do want to show what happens after the race when I win. because I don't think I will ever lose. At least, not when it's important. There is definitely a rank at which you can lose, but that is not yet. It just simply isn't yet. So finally, somebody will cross second. It's number 5. Now I can move on. 1-5 wins, which means that I can get an Antarctic wind. That's not that great of an item. I won! Hooray! You may exchange your ticket for an item or GP. I want GP because that item was not very good. The item ticket will be 20 GP. Yeah, give me GP. And this is how you can really rack up the GP because we're going to be here a lot. Congratulations, you came in first. Yes, I did. We need to win 3 more races. Let me register. We're going to do the long one, and then I'll just cut it out from there. I'm not going to wait for everybody else to finish this time. So, let's go with Boko on the long one. Of course, now that we're doing the long one, it's going to take everybody a long time to catch up once we are done. But we might as well keep going. Let's see if anybody here is decent. Once again, it says L1, L2, but it's definitely L1, R1. No, there's nobody good here. You'll know when it's somebody good. Alright, switch to manual, switch to this, and just, really? You're gonna sprint out the gate? But we do have the long course today. It's something that we haven't seen before. We have a farm. This is suddenly reminding me of Mario Kart. What is it, Moo Moo Farm? Something like that? Oh, I hated that course. Hated that so much. But it's a nice little scenic route. It's definitely a lot longer than what we did before. Instead of the spiral going up, we do have the happy sun with the waterfall. And now we're running amongst the sharks that are swimming all around. Don't worry, they can't get you. I don't know what kind of sharks those were. Maybe like lemon sharks, something like that. So now we head up and around and through the volcano and past the ships. And now, shouldn't we be close to something that we have seen before? Doesn't look like it. Instead, we have all the pyramids all over the place. This is just a weird thing, this whole sequence. As you can see, I'm like twice as fast as anybody else. Oh no, it's got penguins. And here comes the ending. Can I not sprint? I don't think. Maybe I'm pressing the wrong button to sprint. But that is the long course. I'm going to win 2 more races. And as a result of that last race, after Esther says I won, she goes, and your Chocobo moved up a rank from the next race on. That Chocobo will be in B rank, which just means that I'll be up against stronger Chocobos. I will actually see if I can actually win B rank with the limited amount of greens that I used on Boko. Boko smoked the competition in the B rank as well. But we only need to get him up to the B rank. That is all that we need to do. Now we are ready to mate our Chocobos. Which 2 Chocobos are you going to mate? Talk to the 2 you like and make your decision. Boko, I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you good right now. This one and this one. So let's mate these 2. Go ahead. Which nut are you going to give them when you mate your Chocobos? You give them a nut. I don't really know all the properties that a nut's going to do, but I want to give them a carob nut for this. Is this one all right? Yes. Apparently, we've been listening to Chocobo porn music the entire game when we rest. And as a result, I do get myself a new Chocobo! Give my blue female Chocobo a name. Now this one I'm gonna have to think about. My blue Chocobo is gonna be Dabba-Dee! Dabba-Die. As you can see, it is definitely a different color. And it is a female class C. Now what I need to do is I need to breed Boko and Coco again, but Coco needs some time to rest. I assume Boko's ready and just raring to go, but Coco needs some time. So I'm going to go outside and fight 10 battles, which is what it takes in order for Coco to be ready again. And we will see if I can get the random number generator to work for me. I need a very specific Chocobo after those 10 battles. I did the exact same thing that I did last time, and I'm hoping for different results. Did I get them? I got a green Chocobo! Very nice! And it is a male! Just what I was looking for. First try, that is really weird. That never happens to me. We have a blue female and a green male. This is working out fantastically. Choco is still not going to be your name. I have to think of something funny about green. This is going to be Forest, because Forest is going to be running for me. Luckily, I don't necessarily have to tell Forest when to stop all the damn time. Now, you might be wondering, hey, why are they different colors? Well, there is a point to having different colors. If I should ride the blue one out in the world map, the blue one will be able to cross rivers. If I were to ride the green one out on the world map, I would be able to cross mountains. I can get to some unique locations using these Chocobos, but I am going to wait until I get the ultimate Chocobo before I start doing that. Let's take a look at their stats, though. For telling me that story, I'll tell you about each Chocobo's abilities. From what I see, the fastest sprinter is, I think it's Boko still? And the fastest one is Boko? From what I can tell, the one with the most stamina is Dabadi. Finally, the most intelligent one is Boko. That's only because of all the greens that I gave them. What I am going to be doing now is I'm going to be feeding Forest. Might be wondering why Forest. It's really because Forest is green. We're going to feed him. Maybe it is misspelled here. We're going to be feeding them 10 more Silca screens. That's really all that we need to do. No. Definitely no. No. You notice that they have a different pose based on what class they're in. And that Boko was definitely moving along a little bit better. We're going to get Forest upgraded here. Get him up to... No, they won't let me do it that way. 10 more Silca screens. That's what I'm on, right? It was Silcus, yes? Yes. That is a lot of Silca screens. Speed plus, stamina plus, intelligence plus. They're getting along better. Now who's the fastest? Huh? What do you have to say now? For telling me, yes, tell me who is the fastest. Fast sprinter is still Boko, and the fastest one is Boko? Really? Most stamina is Forest. There we go. And finally, the most intelligent one is Forest. There we go. Forest is getting up there. I didn't know that Boko would still be the best one out of all those, but we need to race now using Forest. I actually need to get Forest up to what is known as S rank, and I will get Forest up to S rank, and then we'll actually show off, hopefully, a race with a certain character. We might do that for this one. We might hold that off until I get the ultimate Chocobo. Well, I did get Forest up to Class S, but once I did get up to Class S, I was really smoked by all my competition, so we will have to show off Class S sometime later. Instead, we are going to mate Forest and Dabadi. We're going to mate them using my last Carob Nut. Luckily, I did pick up a Zeo Nut during the game normally. You have to steal those from goblins, and I did show that off during the game. But for now, we're going to use a Carob Nut. And hopefully we get the right Chocobo. We do! This is a black Chocobo. I will give him a name. A black male. This is going to take a little bit of thought here.